New at 11, a deadly terror attack at a mall in Kenya, and a local woman was caught in the middle. Gunmen stormed the Westgate Mall in Nairobi. At least 39 people died, 150 were injured. The U.S. State Department says they have several reports of several Americans injured in this attack. A militant Islamic group, Al-Shabaab, claimed responsibility for the attack. Officials think the mall was targeted because it's an upscale part of the city and it's popular with Westerners. An Elizabeth City woman was trapped inside that mall during the attack. She saw the gunman running in and quickly found a place to hide. It was hours before she was able to contact her mother back here at home on Skype. 10 Your Side Lauren Compton also spoke to her on Skype today. And Lauren, how did she manage to survive?
And she and about a dozen others barricaded themselves in a store until they were rescued. Bendita Malakia is working in Kenya with a financial company. She was out to lunch with a friend when the gunman came barging in. These few words.
It said, "Dad, this is Bendita in an active shooter situation at Westgate Mall."
That's all Lou Malakia knew about her daughter, who was trapped in a shooting rampage at this mall in Nairobi, Kenya.
I was scared to death that I was going to get a call saying that she was dead.
Her daughter, 30-year-old Bendita Malakia, says the gunman barged in the terrace where she was eating and started shooting.
We stood up and we started to turn, and then there was a second, then we heard machine guns, and then we started to run, and there was a second explosion which knocked us on the ground.
Malakia and her friend made it inside a store where dozens of people were hiding, hoping the gunshots wouldn't come their way.
You could hear, while we were back there, them methodically kind of going from store to store, talking to people, asking questions, shooting, screams, and then it would stop for a while, and then they would go to another store.
After more than 4 hours, Malakia and the others were rescued by American security forces and the Kenyan Army, only to be tear-gassed in the street.
And we were about to walk up the street to the car, and then we heard 2 bombs. And so that was when we had our freak out cry moment in the street. And we jumped into this kind of empty ambulance.
Malakia Skyped with her mom once she made it to safety, who was terrified to hear what her daughter had lived through.
And she says in between times you could hear people that had been shot, that was in pain. You could hear that, she said.
Malakia won't let herself feel the hurt, the pain, or the terror she felt inside this mall. Only gratitude that these words weren't the last ones she shared with her mother.
It was completely luck because we're on the ground floor and easily accessible. So I think part of it was luck. We did a lot of praying in there and we stayed calm.
Malakia told 10 on Your Side it seemed like the gunmen were targeting non-Muslims. From inside the store, she could hear the gunmen asking people if they were Muslim or not. She plans to come visit her family next month. In the newsroom, Lauren Compton, 10 on Your Side.